Just a brief about me. Okay, I'm an entrepreneur and a mentor for the startups in the field of e-commerce, gaming, pharmacy, and hospitality. Okay, so now let's get into the topic of sales methodology. Can someone give me their version of what is sales?
My picture of sales is what you can present yourself to the customer.
It's an art
So
of selling the product.
The explanation of sales is a transaction between two or more parties in which the buyer receives and seller sends. Okay, can anyone say what are the different types of sales that are there? So these are the 10 most commonly used for selling. Inside sales, outside sales, sales support function, client services, lead generation, business development, account managers, consultative selling, B2B and B2C selling, online selling. So here are the explanations of those types of common sales. Okay, inside sale is something where you sit in the office where you create something and then you sell it. Like many of the BPO centers that is sitting in India, that is based out of India, are actually selling in US or European market. Outside sales is something where you go to the customer and create it, okay, which is normally called as a traditional sales. Sales support regarding the operations become more common with every organization where you give an FMS support where the products and other things are being taken care by your team. The client service executive is responsible to help the customers and ensure their needs and demands are met. Lead generation is also termed as a development which is responsible for conducting, like, sir, would you like to have personal loan? Would you like to have an home loan? They create that lead and pass it on to the bank, and then they process it and then they get it. Business development manager, okay, their job is to develop business in that particular either area or particular product. Account managers, you will be having a set of accounts or set of customers where you need to look and see, like, taking care of their particular requirements, making sure that you upsell the brand that you are selling. Consultative selling, consultants are the person who is an expert for an experienced professional, has an immense knowledge about that particular subject. So B2B and B2C is something which is business to business, and B2C is something which is what we normally get, broadband, DTH. Online selling is something which I don't have to tell anything. Next, the preparation and the process of sales. Do your homework. Make sure to find time to get to know the company, understand their requirement you're planning to meet, understand their market and the individuals you'll be meeting. Like if you are meeting an IT manager, if you are meeting a CFO, if you are meeting a CTO, or if you are meeting a purchase manager, know them well. You are presenting something, review. Prepare your questions. Like when I said prepare your questions, like what are the questions that you are going to ask the buyer? Have a practice meeting. Know the meeting location, know the meeting time. Never lose your sleep. Don't be too excited. Don't be too nervous. Relax, be motivated, and have good sleep. So when I talk about sales, prospecting, preparation, approach, presentation, handling objection, closing, and follow-ups. What do you mean by prospecting? Yeah.
prospecting is by basically identifying what type of customers we'll be looking into.
What about preparation?
Preparation is what we wanted to know about the product or a service that we are giving.
Okay, what is approach?
The approach is reaching out to the right client. Like you need to first fix the meeting. You need to request his time and his convenience. Then it's a remote call or it's a face-to-face meeting. Location, scheduling, and block the calendar. Also sending the calendar invite to the client.
Presentation.
So presentation means on the particular agenda, so that you have fixed for that meeting. So you need to prepare a few slides and PPT if it is possible, or else if you are not preparing any PPT, you need to carry some documents if you are meeting face to face, and also you need to abide by the time frame.
What do you mean by handling objections?
Objections are basically of two types: positive objections as well as a negative objection.
Few other things in terms of handling the objection is something called competition, pricing, ego trip, personal agenda, closing part. Okay, closing part is something where all the documentary work, paperwork happens, finalization of the pricing, finalization of the terms and conditions, the payment terms, all those things happen. Timeline that has been mentioned, you tend to have the follow-ups. What happened? Where is it? Is there anything that we need to work on? The do's and the don'ts in the sales process. So always target your prospect. Like if you are in sales, there is something called funnel where you put everything there and then you start filtering it out. Filtering in terms of whether the prospect is potential or non-potential. Priority 1 to priority 5, whether they have budget or they don't have budget, whether they want to go to product A, model B, or product A with model C. And when the person answers, give your complete listening. What is the value that you are bringing in this particular meeting? Like a product A has been pitched in the previous day, product B is what you are pitching today. What is the value that you are giving? So when you have this comparison chart, make sure that this chart has a lot of plus points about your product, what is not been provided on the other products. When you are talking to the customers, always look at solution, not to upsell your brand. Always be honest and always ask what they want. When you ask questions, listen to them and really ask questions which is relevant to those particular transactions, and always follow up. Even if they say no, I will get back to you, first follow up within a day, next 3 days, next a week, next 15 days, next 1 month, next 3 months. Never burn a bridge. That relationship counts. Until unless it's a no, keep following. And after that also you can keep sending a greeting message, and any news happening from your company, share it with them. If it is possible, then just have a courtesy call, courtesy visit. These are the certain do's about the sales process. About the don'ts, never have a poor telephonic or in-person conversations, or the body language or the tone. Never jump to conclusion or mind read. Never be negative. When I say negative, never talk bad about the other brand. Always say plus about yourself such that the other side is already discussed. Never discuss anything inappropriate. Always remember whether it's casual or professional. Never claim to know the answer to something which you don't know. Never rely on the phone. Sometimes you have to meet clients. Never be defensive and never be too comfortable.
One more
Yeah.
point, never avoid customer calls.
I have a question. So if a sales does not work out, but later the customer calls us for some help, which is a non-monetary help related to business, like a value add service, is it a good idea to encourage that?
See, sales is not a one-time job. It is a recurring and adding to prospects. Even if they have not closed the deal with you, always be in touch with them. Okay, and when somebody asks for a help, definitely that's a prospect for you for the upcoming sale. It should be in the limit. So sales is actually the smartest profession that is available, where you talk, where you observe, where you listen, where you grab, where you conquer. It is always a smart move than a hard work.
I would like to add on this. If it makes a strategic intent for your company, meaning you have the capability with you, but you don't have a logo to sell it across for other customer, and you are badly in need of this a logo, a company connect, which you can sell at a later stage. Yeah, it makes a big impact by taking this small chunk of work.
Okay, so next there are only a few mocks that is there. So I would like to have a mock now. So who would like to be a buyer?
I would definitely be a buyer. Swaroop here.
Okay, Venu. Okay, here is a simple product. Okay, Swaroop is a buyer who is actually an hiring manager who wants to hire a person, and you are a prospect for this particular job. So you are selling yourself. Okay, let's have a 2 minutes conversation between Swaroop and Venu. Swaroop is a hiring manager and Venu is a candidate. Go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Venugopal.
Hi, Swaroop. How are you?
Great, doing good. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you.
So, what is that I can help you?
Actually, I'm looking for a job which suits to my skill sets. Basically, I'm a manufacturing engineer. I have a 14 years of experience in manufacturing, especially in the aerospace domain. As I saw an advertisement from your company, and then I forwarded my CV to you. So let's have a one-to-one discussion with you.
Great, great. So, is this 14 years experience into the same company?
No, I have 9 years in one company and another 5 years in another small-scale industries.
So, why are you quitting from your recent company?
I'm just looking for a bigger prospectus because till today I was in module lead. I'm just looking for a managerial or some bigger lead positions like that.
Why don't you look into your same company, whether you have an opportunity there into that category?
Yes, of course. Since our company is very small and all the positions are filled at the moment, and I thought, okay, this might be the right option for me to explore myself and even whatever the knowledge I acquired in this company. So that might be steps in my future career.
So, what excites you in my company? What do you think that can help you out in my company?
Yes, the portfolios which you are addressed in the skill sets and all, really, that was very much impressed. And apart from that manufacturing role, I'll get an exposure in the field of health and safeties. And since it is a purely manufacturing domain, I would like to be a part of that, and then I can exhibit myself in 100% in the field of the manufacturing sector.
Great. So, what do you expect from us? What other than your salary? What do you expect from my company that can help you out on a bigger scale? So, what do you look in after 5 years in this company?
Yes, to be an operational manager in the same domain.
Anything you wanted to add? Anything you wanted to ask from my side or from my company that you are looking?
I have few questions, especially with related to the tasks with the work or the profiles which you're
Okay,
set up.
I'm up. Great.
Thank you, Ben.
So Swarup and
Am I
Venu,
am I
great
in,
job.
Swarup? Am I in, Swarup?
Not yet.
Okay, great.
Right.
So Swarup, give your feedback.
Yeah, Venu is good actually. I can understand he wanted to grow up, but I have some issues of understanding his experience into the company, what he was working into.
Bullet points.
Bullet points to say he is good, he is experienced, he is well versed. He can come up with identifying himself to sell himself.
Venu, your feedback.
Yeah, but still, the conversation was really good. After this conversation, I realized myself that yes, I could have put some more words, especially what tasks I'm doing, and then that might be a very good impact on his requirement.
Okay, fine. Okay, so Venu, here is the feedback. Actually, I had shared this do's and don'ts. Never be negative. Okay, when you're talking about bigger perspective, when Swarup said, okay, why don't you try from your company in your present organization? You said that, okay, it is a smaller company. When you're talking about bigger prospect, you need to be very diplomatic in saying that, okay, why you have to, when I say bigger prospect, you don't have to say that our company is small. You need to say that, okay, the company that I'm speaking to you, that is Swarup's company, is actually big enough where we would love to work on it. So in that way, you are not actually talking negative about your present company.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the two feedbacks that I have to give you. Before this, I would like to say that each and every one in our life is actually a salesperson. In one or the other way, you are actually selling one or the other things. Like when you are a candidate, you are actually selling yourself to the qualifying openings, right? So in one or the other way, you have been selling one or the other thing. When I say everybody is selling one or the other thing, you agree or disagree?
We do agree.
Agree,
Selling
yeah.
basically selling yourself, selling a product, selling your knowledge, selling your ideas. Anything can be selling.
Okay, great. So I'm going to name few things. So can you tell me what are they selling? What do organizations sell?
Products or solutions,
What do employees sell?
time and
Knowledge,
What do government sell?
Facilities. Nothing.
What do media sell?
news.
What do parents sell?
Love.
So I'm not giving you any answers to this question, but I want you to just get that sales is part of life. So you need to keep asking this question. That is the smartest way to develop your sales skill. What are we selling? What are we buying? What are we doing? Every moment to moment, it's actually buying and selling that's happening. What am I selling here now? So those are the things that you need to. I'm not going to give you an answer. I am going to leave you with this question. This is an opportunity for you to grow, enhance, expand, improve, where you keep asking, okay, what is he selling? What am I buying? What am I selling? What is they buying? And that's it from my end.
Thanks a lot.